hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. I heard that you're having some anxiety today. Yeah. Well, I've come to help you. Yeah. I'm gonna help calm you down and help your anxiety go away. Yeah. So, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's not real. I know sometimes it feels like people are looking at you whenever they're really not, I promise. One thing that I've had to constantly remind myself about is that every single time I walk into a room, I get anxiety. And I have to remember that they're not looking at me to judge me. They're looking at me because our brains are wired that whenever someone comes in the door or a movement happens in our peripheral vision, our eyes are like, they're built to look at the movement. It's just how our brains are wired. So I promise you, they're not looking at you to judge you. They're purely looking at you just because that's how their brain are wired. I know it feels like they're judging you, but they're not. They're just looking at you for a split second while their brain, it's probably like a safety mechanism, like trying to make sure that we're not in any danger. Whenever we used to be nomads, in the olden times, whenever we were still dinosaurs roam the earth, it's probably just a safety mechanism so that we can always be on guard. Okay? I promise they're not judging you. Yeah, I know. It's scary, and your heart starts beating, and your palms get sweaty, and then sometimes you just feel like you're gonna pass out, and you don't know why, and you can't calm yourself down. I know. I often have gone into anxiety attacks because of that. Yeah. But it's okay. I promise. You're not alone. You might feel alone, but you're not alone, okay? I promise. You're not alone. You're not alone. More people than you know experience this. Yes, I know. And you're fine, I promise. And it's becoming more and more well known. People are getting diagnosed. It's okay. I promise. It's never going to go away. We just have to get used to it. Yeah, I know. I wish there was a cure. But there's not. At least not that we know of yet. There might be. But right now there's not one. But you're not alone. More people than you know experience this. And it's going to be okay. Okay? We're all in this together. Just trying to survive one day at a time. So I promise you, whenever you feel like people are looking at you, we're all just struggling the same. Okay? It's gonna be okay. Yeah. Just listen to your heart. Listen to your breathing. And try to calm down. Try to calm down. Try Try to breathe in and out. In and out. Take deep breaths and just listen to your heartbeat. That's what helps me the most. So whenever I notice that I'm getting anxious and my throat is in my gut, basically, I just take a deep breath and try to remember it's gonna be okay. Yep, we all have our little rituals that we've got to help us stay afloat. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what my rituals were if I even wanted to, because my anxiety puts me in a daze and my body goes into fight or flight. And that's okay too, okay? Anxiety does do that to you. It makes you feel like you have to go into fight or flight. Yep, that's alright. Some people have generalized anxiety disorder, where they get anxiety all the time. Some people have social anxiety, which is me. And you just get afraid. Just in the smallest of moments. Somebody could just raise their tone a little bit at you and it starts making you doubt that they could be angry at you. It's okay. You're not alone, I promise. And most of the time, they're not actually angry at you. They're not actually, disappointed or anything like that. It's all in your head. I know. And it's going to be okay. I know. That's one of the biggest fears, is that it's all in your head and that you're, faking it for the media. Whatever, you don't even tell anybody. But I promise, it is in your head, but you're not faking it, in other words. Yeah, and you're fine. I promise you're fine. You're not alone. I'm right here. And I feel it. I feel it too. And I go through it with you. Okay? You are not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. And we're gonna get through this. Okay? Just gotta make it through. But I promise you, you're not alone. Everybody goes through it. Well, not everybody, but most of the universe, about 50% of the population probably goes through this. And you're not alone, okay? I promise. We're all in this together. We all feel it too. And we're just trying to survive. But just remember, it's all in your head. Just take deep breaths. People aren't actually there to harm you. My cat. People aren't actually there to harm you. People aren't judging you. They're just wired that way to look at the danger incoming. Okay? I promise. They don't mean it to judge you. They can't help it. I myself even do it to other people, where they'll walk in and I'll look right at them, because it's movement and that's what our brains are wired to do. And I'll always feel so bad, because I'm like, I know that if that was me walking in the door, anxiety would hit me straight on. But I promise, it's just how our brains are wired. It's just been brought down from evolution. They're not actually judging you, okay? And if you suffer from paranoia like me, I promise they're not actually following you home. They're not actually, following every movement that you are They're just going the same way, but they will not go the full way, okay? I struggle with paranoia as well. I will drive home and I'm constantly watching my mirrors, afraid that someone is following me home, okay? But I promise you, they're not. They're just going their own way. They're just trying to get home too, okay? It's gonna be okay, I promise, okay? It's gonna be okay. I'm right here with you. And I promise you're okay, okay? You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You just keep watching this video. Every single time you feel the anxiety coming, and you just remember my voice telling you to breathe and listen to your heartbeat, okay? Just remember to take the deep breaths, and you're going to be okay, okay? I love you, and I'll see you next time.